We are in a spiritual war with those who worship the fallen. On this channel, I often cover ways those who worship the fallen promote their religion, history, and plans through art such as literature, plays, theater, opera, architecture, music, movies, paintings, statues, social media, comics, video games, etc. There's a new method that I'm experiencing often on YouTube, which seems to be geared towards tweens and teenagers and aimed at indoctrinating young people into taking the mark. This has been coming up in my YouTube feed as advertisements often for the past several months, and you guys may have also noticed these ads. I decided to look into the origins of these advertisements. So, it is offered as an audio series with illustrations in manga comic book format on a platform called PocketFM. And these are series with different episodes, and it's basically a narrative with manga-type illustrations, and most of the stories are about how transhumanism makes kids and teenagers better, stronger, more attractive, more heroic, etc., and how the ones who don't participate are bullied, don't get the girl, can't kill the enemy, etc. Some of these methods of transhumanizing the humans in these narratives include VR goggles, implants, alchemy, witchcraft, blood drinking, but all geared towards making the humans part of the godhood as part of the New World Order, although not explicitly stated that way in these stories. It's more of a form of a comic book type narrative, Japanese manga, but in audio formats. It's not quality writing, it's very dumb writing, but kids will listen to things like this, especially some enjoy the manga style. So now I'm going to play some of an episode from one of these series called My Vampire System. This My Vampire System series is apparently the most popular with what they say is 320 million listens, according to this company who produces the audio series, PocketFM. So this episode is a teenager using an ancient book and trying to perform alchemy to open the book. So I'm just going to play a sample of that now.
She instantly backed away and continued on with her business as if nothing happened. The moment that the female student had returned to her friends, he could see that they were laughing at her. "I can't believe you tried to help him." "I didn't see who it was," the girl retorted, her cheeks flushed. After that, Quinn stood up and lifted his glasses that were thrown onto the floor. To his dismay, one of the hinges had fallen off once again. Instead of wearing the worn-out pair, he let it hang on his hand. Damn it, not again. It was the last day of school for Quinn, so he hoped that someone wouldn't try anything with him. He was sick and tired of their doings, but he wasn't the type to ignore those either. He had seen people who had chosen to keep their heads down and tolerate the harassment. However, their treatment was far worse than what he received. He didn't bother to stay at school like the rest of the students. He picked up his broken glasses and proceeded to leave school. As he walked past, he saw the students having conversations among themselves in their circles. Some were laughing, while some had tears, thinking it was the last time they would ever see each other again. However, Quinn wasn't a part of any of that, and he didn't want to be. Cliques would not welcome him anyway. He was the weird one. When he finally arrived home, he immediately went to work. Living in a single-bedroom apartment with just enough space to fit a single bed and desk was enough for him. A TV was mounted on the wall, but Quinn would merely use it as a background noise source and didn't watch anything. The apartment was provided to him by the government, since he had no living relatives and was only 16 years of age. On top of his bed was a single suitcase that contained all of his belongings that were neatly packed. He walked towards a cabinet, immediately pulling a drawer open, which accommodated a single book. It was a large and thick hardbound book, weighing about half a kilo. The front cover of the book was in a color that mimicked a lighter shade of blood. In the center, the lonesome fronts of an upper and lower jawbone could be seen, both colored in the swampy shade of brown. The upper jaw sort of had 4 separated fangs. Meanwhile, the lower one had 2 sharp teeth on the 2 far ends on the overhead and 5 evenly spaced underneath. "Let's try again today," Quinn said as he lifted the book and placed it on top of the desk. He then quickly went to his bag to pull out a little test tube that was half filled with a colorless liquid. "Test 112, hydrochloric acid. Let's see how it goes."
So that gives you an idea, I hope, of how these things go. Some of the other series are God Eye, Jack's Retribution, and The Golden Boy. And here I'm going to play some of an episode from the Golden Boy series.
Episode 27, Hero Worship. After the astonishing match, Aiden made a name for himself in the school and became known as one of a kind. If Alan had known it would end like this, he definitely would not have provoked Aiden. Luckily for Alan, in a way, everyone had long forgotten about him. In the students' eyes, there was only Aiden now. Almost all the male students present at the match surrounded Aiden in admiration, excitedly asking him about his basketball skills. Although the girls were more reserved, they looked at Aiden with admiration.
Ding! Detected affection from other people. Charm +1. Current progress 1 out of 10. Current level beginner. Ding! Using basketball techniques to arouse admiration. Flirting skill +1.
Standing apart from the crowd, Viola watched.
So you get the idea of the indoctrination this is trying to do. So this Pocket FM audio manga-style indoctrination can be listened to on the website, like I'm showing now, or using an app downloaded to the computer or mobile device. So now we can look at the company who produces this garbage, Pocket FM. It says Pocket FM is an audio series platform and has a presence in over 20 countries globally. The platform has over 250,000 content creators and over 130 million listeners spread across geographies. Pocket FM was founded in 2018 by 2 alumni of the Indian Institute of Technology. The company's app on Google Play surpassed 100 million downloads in 2023. Pocket FM offers content in various genres, including romance, horror, fantasy, sci-fi, mythology, suspense, and thriller. Each episode usually lasts between 10 and 30 minutes. Pocket FM offers content in a variety of languages, including Hindi, English, Tamil, Telugu, and then it lists them all. So this is beast system indoctrination of our youth, and just figured we should all be aware of it. So if you see these ads popping up in your YouTube videos when you're listening, this is what it is. Thanks for listening.